Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Velga and I was just drawing this octopus and I thought it would be a good idea to share this with you. And this will be an inking video. I'm not sure if I would be coloring this, and if I am going to be coloring this in the end, it probably will be just flat colors because I'd like to focus more on the inking part. It's gonna be a lot of just jet blacks. So I'm not very knowledged in the body parts of an octopus, but let's just guess here. So Ray's using the same brush. Oh, and using the a default Procreate brush. It's called Syrup. I think it's great for inking because you can go from pixel thin to super big, and it's always 100% opacity. Okay, so I'd like one membrane, is it? A webbing to go right about there. Okay. And I don't remember how many tentacles they have. I think they have about 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like about 8. But I'm not actually drawing just an octopus here. So I'm planning on this to be a weapon that is in the shape of an octopus. It's a metallic weapon. So yeah, I guess it's kind of an original idea. But since I don't know what an octopus looks like, I'm not really an octopus artist, so here I am looking at a reference photo. So they've got these random looking, I don't know if you can call it warts, but I'm pretty sure this is the stuff that lets them take on many shapes to camouflage with their surroundings. So these tentacles, they're kind of too smooth as it is right now, but that's okay. Because I'm going to change it very soon. Okay. Let's have the one here to be inexplicably tiny. Okay. So it's time to add Again, I don't know what to call it, so for lack of a better term, let's just call it wart from now on. Okay. Okay. What else? And I don't know about how you guys feel about looking at ink drawings. I mean, I know this is digital, but even ones done with traditional ink, it looks the same as this pretty much. But they always seem to look good. It's just the straight black just looks so good. The suckers here. Suction cups. Okay. More warts. And as I'm drawing, I'm always almost randomly, I would say, applying and releasing pressure, so I get a mix of thin and thick lines. It's good for variety. Okay. I'm not really much of a crosshatcher when I'm doing this digitally. I do it naturally when I draw on real paper with real materials, but when I'm doing it digitally, I seem to just prefer doing it this way. And if you're wondering, I didn't actually change the settings. So it's on 7% size. The only thing I changed was the stabilization is set to 51 for each whatnot. Streamline and stabilization set to 51. It gives me very nice looking some stable lines, which I think is necessary because I'm drawing on a glass screen. So I can't exactly treat it the way I would treat a book. Because whatever I want to appear on paper, I can easily do that with a pencil or a pen. It's all natural. By just applying more pressure, I get more stable lines, I get thicker lines, but I can't do that with an iPad, otherwise I'll break either the screen or the Apple Pencil or both. So adding some stabilization I feel is necessary to somewhat emulate the feel of drawing on paper. Suction cups here. These little gaps, pixel-sized gaps, are often necessary. Are often necessary to leave them. That's what you would probably get in real life if you were to draw on paper. Some variety here. Okay. What else now? Been doing the tentacles for too long. It's time to switch. Don't want my imagination to get stale. Okay. It's time for the head. Although, it should about stop right here. And now, one final tentacle. Well, at least on this side. And by the way, this is still a sketch, even though I'm using ink. It might look like I'm doing a full drawing, but this is still a sketch. The only difference would be I'm not really paying much attention to whether these body parts are accurate or not. Like the shape of these tentacles, how they bend, if they are supposed to be that fat or thin on certain parts or not. It's still just a sketch, because what I want is for you to be able to tell what I'm drawing. I'm not trying to be a perfectionist, although my standard of being a perfectionist at this point is probably different than being a perfectionist to everybody else. Because not everybody else would have the hobby of drawing. Okay. The top there, it's not big enough. So let's make it bigger. Yeah. It's gonna be massive. Some more warts on its big head. Okay. Now, I'm sort of making random wavy lines here. Might not make sense right now. but it soon will. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make another one. Pointing straight ahead. Okay, so spikes. Spikes on the spikes. It's gonna be quite a gnarly weapon. Okay. Still some suction cups here and there. Not everywhere. Let's clean this up now. And one of my favorite things about drawing using ink like this is how I can just get lost in all the details. Like if there's so much detail, you can kind of get away with leaving in your mistakes because there's just so much detail that viewers won't necessarily be able to tell what's what anyway. And I started to like drawing with ink like this back when I was in school in literature class. They used to make us read these books, and the books would often have illustrations in them made of ink, and it would be so overwhelming to look at them because it's just got so much detail. At first glance, they would just look like a big page of just abstract blackness, even though it would often have descriptions about what you're looking at. Like, let's say it would be a scene of a bunch of sheep being hunted down by wolves or something, and you would look at that page and you won't be able to tell what you're looking at. And only by the second week or so of just reading the same chapter over and over again, would you finally see all the sheep being hunted down by wolves? So I guess that's why I like adding so much detail when I'm drawing using ink like this. Spikes again. And you must be able to tell I'm not just making lines, you know, I'm doing taps here and there to make these dots. You have to do that. You just have to. Nice big fat strokes like that for indicating shadow. Tentacles. I mean suction cups. Let's just have one only. There. Erased a bit too much there. More suction cups. I don't even know what kind of blacksmith would make a weapon like this. Maybe a demonic one would. Okay. So there's like a bend here. Must be about 28 minutes now. And I don't know if I've sped up ever since I started. Maybe. There. Now this can just disappear there. Okay. Where should this one go? A rather small suction cup there. Let's make a big one here. Okay. Gotta be careful not to have some things looking too simple. It's too much there. Like this is okay. Okay. Suction cups. Delete this part. And this one too. Very easy to erase. Because it's just always jet black. It's pure black, no gradations. So you can, I'm like one layering this. There are no multiple layers. Ink is just so easy to erase. It's very nice. Like things like this, see, you can just make it pitch black, it's fine. Or you could reveal some more. Like this. Okay. So this one is going to attach to this one. And this one's gonna go right here. Oops, no, doesn't look good, needs to go here, okay. Erase this part, okay. Make this a suction cup. What else? Let's continue with this one. Nah, it should reveal itself again here. And disappear there. Or not, or disappear here, okay. Delete. Reveal itself again here. You see what I mean? It's just so much detail. I mean, I know where everything is. Like what everything is. What everything is and where they are. You might not know. Maybe you don't know because you've been paying attention. But there's just so much detail, it's overwhelming. I can spend a long time just staring at this. Missed a spot. Okay, so next, I think I'm going to make some suction cups here. And another one. By the way, if you notice the lack of noise, it's because I sort of fell asleep last night, so I had to stop doing this. And it is now daytime, and air conditioning is not turned on, so you get silence. So in case you haven't noticed, it's like an octopus on the bottom, but it's metallic spikes, curvy looking spikes on top, but still in the shape of tentacles. And yeah, it doesn't sort of look like something you could build by hand. It's just too complicated. It's more like something you might conjure using magic. Okay. Suction cups again. Oh, you know what? No. Made a mistake. Okay. Should be like this. More of these warts. Maybe delete here a bit. Okay. So this is sort of like the under part of the tentacle showing. Okay. What else? I guess this one. It's going to reappear in the back right here. Quite a simple looking one. That should be enough. And finally, we're going for this one. Okay. Wonder what I should do to this part. I could make the eye black. Oh, I'm not using black. Okay, hang on. Turn it all the way down to black. now. It should be black. Okay. Now we can provide a handle. Delete this part that has spilled over. Now you have this sort of marine flowing shape, like a conch shell. Which is supposed to be the handle. And we can add some shadow here to the under part. Make that black. Some texture. Black here too. Okay. So the tentacles are sort of coming together down here. Let's have this one join as well. It's gonna reappear here. Sort of the empty silhouette of suction cups coming down this way. Let's have another, or not. Let's continue this handle down here. So they're sort of coming together in a organic, fleshy look. And down here, I'm thinking of an ornament, adding an ornament, although I'm not sure what. Something resembling a crystal, but I sort of do a lot of crystals. I've been doing a lot recently, so maybe it could be something else. Well, pearl maybe. Okay, we can do pearl, I guess. which is in the jewelry category still, but hopefully not that boring. Or better yet, let's add a human skull. And this is quite a cartoony skull. Add a human skull with the brow ridge. Right there. Cheekbone. Canines. Okay. Shadows here. And human skulls are made of several plates coming together, so let's have one coming right down the middle, right there. Teeth. And in its mouth would be, I'm thinking of a pearl. Let's give it like a Lich King kind of a chin. Even though human skulls are not supposed to have this. Okay. Let's edit this arc. Okay. Let's have the inside pure black. And let's return some of the shapes, some of the whites. Okay. Now that looks somewhat like a pearl. Although it would look more like a pearl if I were to add color. Tentacle continues here. Looks quite nice. So this is what it looks like now. I might add some ornaments here. To add a man-made sort of look. Although I wouldn't know. I don't know if this would be a bad idea. Maybe we could just get rid of it. There's just too much. Maybe we could just turn this into a simple metallic rim. Like this. With some bolts. Or more like stubby boats. Bolts, I mean, not boats. Okay. Looks good. I don't think I've left any I don't know what you call it again. Broken off lines. So let's try just filling in a basic color. Let's go with like this. Yeah, this looks nice. Oops. So something there is making it leak the color. I don't know what. It could be something here. Gotta have good eyes for this. Let's try that again. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out off camera. But anyway. So that's what we have ended up with. All done using one brush and in one layer. So the hands are supposed to go. And let me choose a good brush to point it out for you. So this is where you hold it. So it's actually quite small. And this octopus head shaped thing is like the hand guard, so you won't get hit. This is the pommel. You use it to smash things. And up here is sort of the part that's supposed to hurt your enemies. It's in the shape of spikes. So it's quite a brutal weapon. It's almost for torture. Okay, so thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, bye.